Hello? Okay, there we go. Hello guys, today we're gonna continue on with the fourth chapter. Last time we had a Rapunzel recital, that's about it. And then we discovered that the underneath the chapel has a theater, which is interesting. So, without further ado, let's go. Okay, let's wait. It's difficult to describe a smell in words. With sight, you can exactly say what you've seen. With taste, you can talk in terms of sweetness, bitterness. You don't need anything. You need anything more than a few simple words to convey the sensation. But when it comes to smell, you're fundamentally limited to smells. The scent of summer, the smell after it's rain, the antiseptic smell of a hospital corridor. We describe scents figuratively as things they are not. And in this case, I can't really describe anything. I can describe it as anything but the smell of sweat. According to the calendar, we're past what is traditionally the first day of fall, but the August sun is still shining down mercilessly into the ballet room. It's a real sauna. Having finished their ballet lesson, my classmates are now wiping their perspiration with towels. But as soon as they wipe down their skin, more beads of sweat issue forth. I feel like I'm overheating myself, despite not having done any exercise.
匂っていないよな。
Hold on, let me just get this. There we go. I can't describe the smell of the ballet room. No, I can't describe the ballet room as smelling anything with sweat. Though there is an exception to
エリカ、タオルもらえるかしら。
Mami Tiapana is drenched in sweat after her intense practice. Takase senses tell I'm holding wipes on his neck and face. Welcome to summer, boys. Her proximity means that smell of a sweat. No, that scent of peaches, particularly Takasaki, tickles my nostrils.
ありがとう。汗ですらかぐわしいってか。女として負けてる気がするな。
She hands the towel back to me. For some reason, it get me down to find that it smells even more like peaches.
暑いよ。クーラーくらいつけてくれてもいいのに。お水をもらえますか。
The Sasaki scurries over, and I hand the younger one a water bottle I have with me to ensure I don't get dehydrated. Actually, everyone is supposed to have their own. The younger sister looks at the other reproachfully as she gulps down my water. When the older sister asks me for the towel, she grabs it for me before I even have time to voice my assent.
汗だらだらだよ。なんだかこのタオルいい匂いがするね。なんだ、焼肉の匂いでもするのか。お昼前だからってそんなにお腹空いてないよ。これ桃の匂いがする。香水をつけとくなんておしゃれだね、エリカちゃん。前も言ったが名前呼びはやめろ。でも高崎ちゃんは呼んでるじゃない。
So she does. Ever since the recitation, she kept calling me you and started calling me Erica without any honorifics. I've told her time and time again to cut it out, but I'm wasting my breath. She seems to have no intention of going back to how she called me before, and so I have no choice but to accept it, however reluctantly.
あなたもエリカと呼びたいの？そうだよ。だって仲良しだって気がするしね。
But you don't. Takaki was on her sort of sign. I can't tell if she gets it or not.
そういえば明日から授業が増えるらしいな。
Worthy of where this conversation is heading, I change the subject.
礼法と第二外国語でしたね。ごちそうさまでした。全部飲みやがったな。しかし礼法ね。 ま、花嫁修行の場としてこの学院に入学させる親も多いって言うから仕方ないのかもな。礼法か。正直自信ないんだよね。確かにダメそうだよな。そういうエリカちゃんだって苦手そうじゃん。八重垣だ。確かに和式での作法とか言われても正座もろくにできないしな。
I sat my legs with a grin.
ここでは西洋式の礼法でしょ。
Nagasaki addresses to the Sakis who are looking trouble.
このクラスでは花火師さんが得意そうね。
I agree, and we all turn to the stare at the person who's now wiping herself down and chatting with Shirahane. She notices our gazes.
何を悪巧みしているの？
We're scheming how to kill you. We're trying to assassinate you. That doesn't make sense already. We're trying to commit murder. Do a homicide. She comes over with a smile, bringing Shirahane along too.
新しく増える授業のことを話してたんだ。憂鬱だよ。そうなの？私は楽しみだけどな。語学も礼儀作法もどちらもりっちゃんさんは得意そうですしね。
Of course, a psychopath can actually, have a double personality and be good at acting.
語学？何を言って。佐々木さんたちは新しく増える礼法と第二外国語の授業のことを言っているのよ。リッカさんは選択授業のことを言っているのよね。
Right, we're also meant to pick another elective class. At the academy, all physical activities and ballet. We're also required to take etiquette class and a second language, but
ガーデニングと弦楽器どちらかを選ぶというものだったわよね。
damn.
そうだ。どっちか選べとか横暴だよな。
It's not the kind of thing I want the luxury of choosing. If you're giving a choice, you feel like you're exercising your freedom, but being forced to choose between the two things and it leaves as bitter as it tastes. Fuck. By being forced to choose between two things and it leaves as bitter a taste as having a choice to make it for you anyway.
そう？どちらも初めての経験ができて楽しみだわ。八重垣さんはどちらを専攻しようと思っているの？
If I'm taking this seriously, then it'll probably be the music class I choose. Gardening would be difficult with my legs.
ま、弦楽器かな。それに音楽系ならミティが得意そうだし、手取り足取り教えてもらえそうだ。私に教えてもらいたいの？まあ、そうだが。
I'm caught off guard as I expected her to come back to the court without me not being a baby.
エリカがそう言うなら教えてあげなくもないわよ。なんかお前丸くなったな。バカ。
Her cheeks flush, and she silences her with one hand to hide her face. I glance over at Shirahane, seeking confirmation that I haven't said anything in particular. No, I fucked up. I glance over at Shirahane, seeking confirmation that I haven't said anything peculiar, and I find her looking back at me warmly, like a mother might a child.
なんだってんだ。
The fuck? I scrub a hand to my bangs and slap the elder. And then slap the elder of the Sasakis, who's smoking at me, square at the bottom.
これって仲良くなってきた証拠なのかね。私としてはそう思います。
While regarding the whispering of the twins out of the corner of my eye, I gaze across my Amitia partner.
ま、合わせた方がやりやすいんだろうが。
I'm surprised to find myself thinking nonchalantly about how to integrate my lifestyle with my Amitia partners. Despite the fact that I draw a clear line between the two of us.
どうにもまずいな。
I let out a small sign as I regard both my bookworm buddy and my meteor partner, both ended up crossing that line without my hand by being aware of it. And so we begin the etiquette class. No, lessons.
ナプキンを膝に置くときにもタイミングがあります。
Sure, any passes, but when the elder Sasaki sister triumphantly copies her, she stopped with a sharp book.
どこが
これから私がディナーを共にする主としますと言いましたね。ナプキンを膝の上に乗せるのはオーダーが済んだ後。これは正しい。
Ishige looks relieved, but Suzuba Square continues to uncharacteristically with an uncharacteristically stern look.
招待客は主がナプキンを広げてから後に広げなくてはなりません。佐々木さんは私を待たずに広げましたね。
はい。
Everyone listens intently to her guidance, which was far stricter than we expected.
聖書をそらんじる時よりも真剣だな。こういうバスキア教諭は珍しい。
Surprised by this new side to her, I listened to her explanation on how to spread out a napkin. Well, I don't mind getting told off. I don't like being thought of as dumb.
途中退席をしたい時にはナプキンの真ん中を持ち三角形にして椅子の上に置きます。
Okay.
こうすることで食事中だと給仕に知らせる合図になるのです。
ダリア先生、そもそも食事中は途中退席をしてはならないと聞きましたが。
I think it's after the meal.
それはフランス料理の時ですね。途中退席はマナー違反です。席を立つことができるのはデザート後のお茶の時間だけです。
Class nods. It's interesting how much etiquette differs country by country.
ご飯をいただくときはフォークの背にご飯を乗せるのよね。あれはイギリス式のマナーで、フォークの腹を絶対に上に向けないという作法から結果的に背に乗せざるを得ないってだけなんだぜ。そうなの？パスタの食べ方も作法は様々だしな。イタリアじゃスプーンの助けを借りて食べると子供だとからかわれるしさ。私たちはまだ子供じゃない。そういうことを言っているんじゃないんだよ。
Cool voice and show us my quote with Takasaki.
詳しいようですし、次は八重垣さんにやってもらおうかしら。
いや、できれば席順通りで。
はい。
Bowing to on voice pressure, I move my wheelchair forward, giving her who is acting like she's no part in this. A prod in the side as I pass by.
サウスパークのケニーみたいだ。
何です？
One thing to myself with my crappy luck, I give the dull-eyed elder sister. I can't fucking read this. Next up is our new language class.
イタリア語かよ。
Why would you learn Italian? There must be other languages we want to learn, like German for those who aim to become doctors, French for those who fancy themselves as artists.
さあ、自己紹介文は書けたかしら？
So all we need to do is apply what's written in the teaching materials everyone should have managed, but
よりによって高崎かよ。
Takasaki enjoys our English lesson, but she's terrible at languages. When she speaks to go first, I instantly find myself wanting to say a prayer for her.
ミキヤーも。
She gives us her name she gives her name falteringly. But when she's managed it, her expression changes to one of pride.
では、あなたの生まれはどこでしょうか？
The next question follows the heart on the tail first. I don't tail the first. And she freezes up. I guess the introduction she prepared didn't mention anything about her background. As the silence continues, she brings her face closer to the textbook. Finally finds her voice again. but her pronunciation of son or D, meaning I'm from, comes out as salty. Our classmates snicker. However, whenever salt comes to mind on the corner cop, comes to mind corn on the cob with Adrian was fucking with salt. But tipping at a corn, my stomach goggles.
参ったな。
Fucking no, man. It's actually a challenge to read sometimes. Like, the words is like, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it's because like how the words are presented in this, but rubbing my stomach, I look over to one of the Slackies to cast a blame on her. She flushes back and shakes her head vigorously, and I wait longingly for lunch.
ようやく落ち着いたぜ。
I scarfed down at my long-awaited lunch, a keema curry packed with fresh summer vegetables. During the summer months I crave food. I crave cool, refreshing food, but curry is always an exception. It's the only food I always eat, even if I have no appetite. The main ingredient of keema curry is minced meat, but this version uses a lot of eggplant. It's probably all in chef special. It has just a drop of oyster sauce hidden beneath the garlic and ginger that adds a subtle hit of seasoning.
あとは半熟の目玉焼きが乗ってりゃ最高だったんだが。
Perhaps they hadn't wanted to throw too many flavors. An egg would be nice. Well, no, but it won't so overwhelm the rest of the dish. I scoop a spoonful of the curry side, rich with eggplant and tomato, and gulp it down with some white rice. The blissful taste again spreads throughout my mouth. The combination of spices alongside the tartness of the tomato is exquisite.
おい、食事中だぞ。ノートを取るのはやめろ。
Constantly scribbling something in her notebook, a plate of salad in front of her as usual. I crane my neck to take a peek.
英語は良くてもイタリア語はダメか。ダメね。好きになれないわ。
I don't really blame her. Learn German or some shit, I don't know. Learn Russian. Chinese. She looks unusually tired. After she's finished writing, she tosses the notebook onto her desk.
元気そうだな。
I say to her,
エリカの目は節穴なの？ああ、そうね。今のはいつもの軽口か。
本当に苦手みたいだな。でも語学ってくくりなら、英語もイタリア語もそう変わらないだろ。
I want to say that's not. Can I say that's not true?
そう？私にはイタリア語の方が難しく感じるわ。特に発音が難しい。
I mean, sure, the Latin, like both of them are from Latin, but it's not true.
お前、おかしな巻き舌になってたものな。
She nibbles at her salad uninterestedly, apparently lacking a will to retort back. Slight delatness itself is a source of her suffering.
明日は選択授業が始まる。もっと面倒事が増えるな。
ガーデニングと弦楽器でしょ？そっちの方が全然いい。
She really has it in for Italy, to put it kindly.
それで、エリカはどちらを選ぶの？ああ、私に気を使う必要はないわ。
承知しているよ。そうだな。私は。
I take another bite of the curry as I mull over it. This is no good. Eating your meal with a head full of worries turns it into a little more refueling. It's borderline sacrilege to scarf down your meals and the odd spare moment while you're distracted by other things. It turns good food into a mere fuel. It makes the process of eating very boring. I put down my spoon and announced my decision.
お前と一緒の教科にするよ。
なぜ私と一緒の教科にしたの？
Pixie looks at me curiously.
ひねくれているからだよ。
I answer.
それは魅力的な理由ね。
I just told the Basquiat who's going on with her explanation of the violin, her index fingers pressed to her lip. Takasaki nodding along knowledgeably.
礼法の授業みたいになるのはごめんだ。だろ？
Ever the contrarian, I decided the music of it and gardening I find like this. Everyone else is depressed. Sasaki is my Pokemon has Goshios and gardening. Although they've repeatedly asked me to join them. It's in my nature to resist. No, it's in my nature to resist harder the stronger he pull into one direction. I decided to take music class instead, alongside my Mikia partner, and now here I am learning violin with Sister Buskrat.
ガーデニングの授業は片上さんが行うそうよ。寮長か。そういやバスキア教諭とダリアの花の品種改良を手伝っているとか言ってたものな。
I listened to the nugget of information from myself. Even though there was no more fun than 2 months ago. Sorry. Even though it was no more than 2 months ago, it feels like an age. I'm still at my top son.
それではここの部位は何と言ったかしら、八重垣さん。
I'm suddenly called upon.
ですね。
もしかして聞いていなかったのかしら。
I shake my head as I keep it close to me, chin rest. And although I wonder if perhaps she's playing a trick, I repeat it.
はい、そうです。顎当ては付け替えることができます。これは木製のものですが、木製でも形状や色艶、アレルギー対策などで樹脂製のものなどもあります。自分に合ったものを付け替えてくださいね。
Without turning my gaze away from Sister Basquiat as she continues her lecture, I convey my gratitude to Mami Tiapano who's sitting beside me.
別に素直にわからないと言っても怒らないと思うわよ。話を聞いてないとなったら悲しむだろうが。怒られるのが嫌なのではないの？
Given my personality, I'm used to getting scolded, but I don't like to make people sad.
もしかしてバスキア教諭が目当てで。なんだよ、どうした？なんでもないわ。でもバイオリンもそうだけれど譜面も読めないのでしょ？そうだがどうした？
She gives me a sidelong glance with her narrow almond eyes.
音楽に全く興味がなかったのね。
Ouch, I responded by saying.
少しはあるっちゃあるが。そうなの？声が大きい。抑えろ。
She nods. I take a glance at the bus guys. This is something called GTANE. Starting from the lowest sound in terms of tone.
このゲーセン、一番太い弦ですね。このゲーセンだけで弾かれる曲、ゲーセン上のアリアは有名ですね。
As I half listened to her explanation of the names of the strings, alongside brief anecdotes of the sort, I asked Takasaki whether there's any musical pastime that doesn't require reading sheet music. She whispers.
もしかして歌を歌うのが好きとか？
I snorted to cover my discomposure, making it fairly obvious that I don't. Takasaki, however, continues staring fixedly at my lips.
おい。
She places her finger on my chin and tilts my head up as though she's getting ready to kiss me.
授業中だぞ。こうしてやや上を向いて歌うと喉の開きが良くなるの。は？今度やってみるといいわ。だから勘違いだと言っただろ。
I quickly shake off her hand and use a fake coughing to cover my blush, and I calm myself down. Class continues until.
ようやく構えるところまで来たはいいが。
I speak dejectedly, bow in hand after trying to play a note.
そもそも音が全然出ないってのはどうなんだ。
Aware that I must be looking a bit stiff, I force my mouth into a frown, playing and quivering resentfully. Takasaki examines the bow intently.
これは新品の弓なのね。松ヤニを塗ってないのだからいくら弾いても音は出ないわよ。私のセンスのなさからじゃないのか。使い込んでいるものでも30分弾くごとに 2,3 回こすってつけるのよ。私のを使ってみなさい。
She She goes and gets her own bow. Then hands it over to me.
さあもう一度。お前が最初にやってもいいんだぞ。私は基本は抑えているわ。さあ。
I do as she says, and put down the volley. No, put the volley into position again. This time with Sakasaki's bow in hand.
そう。顎と鎖骨で挟み込むように、まっすぐ前を見ながら、そのまま。結構この体勢つらいんだが。まずは正しいフォームを覚えなければならないの。ゴルフや野球でもそうでしょ。お前に私の愛するベースボールで説教を受けるとは思わなかったよ。
Wait, you like baseball? You can't even do a lap after the ball is in the sky. I thought making a joke, but Takasaki takes no notice. She regards me closely.
片当てなしでも大丈夫そうね。さっき言っていたやつか。なくても平気なのか。単に体型として必要かどうかなのよ。必ず必要というわけではないわ。片当てなしの方が鎖骨に響いていいという人もいるし。隠された意外な才能ってやつかね。今の構えを覚えておけばいい。その構えを体に染み込ませれば、手を離しても顎と肩で挟んでいるからバイオリンは落ちないわ。
I've heard that violins aren't exactly cheap, and though I'm not in response, I make no move to actually let go of it.
ちょっと。
My posture must have slipped as my mind wandered to other things. And Takasaki leans forward and takes my hands into hers.
おい。下がっているわ。きちんと顎と、ここ。やめろ。変なところに触るな。何を言っているの？鎖骨に当てて挟むようにして。
Even though I know she's just instructing me, the touch of her fingers against my neck makes me feel a little strange. With her so close to me, I can feel the heat of her body and the smell of the centipede. Oh no, the smell of the centipede peaches coming from her.
胸も迫ってきてるしな。
I tried my best to not think about it, but now I have to. I can't stop my gaze from tailing down to her top quality assets. I feel a mix of envy and desire to touch them. God damn it.
ちょっと話聞いているの？
No. I'm busy looking at your titties. I cough, trying to get my wandering mind back on track and readjust my posture.
なんで顎と肩でバイオリンを挟まなきゃならないんだ。別に弾くだけならどんな姿勢でも構わないんじゃないの？
It's ergonomic that way.
この姿勢、構えで重要なのは左手のネック。わかるわね？つまり、この姿勢、構えで重要なのは左手のネック。わかるわね？ネックを自在に移動させ、小指まで動かして弦を押さえないといけないの。つまり、左手の自由度が演奏の要となるから、その姿勢でなければならないのよ。
I asked the question offhandedly. I'm impressed that there's actually a meaning behind it. Well, duh.
顎を下げない。
She immediately points it out as I start to slip.
首をかしげすぎても、バイオリンの響きを邪魔してしまう。きちんと顎と鎖骨の2つの視点だけで押さえるのを覚えて。わかったよ。
I kind of wanted to stick my tongue out at her, but somehow I'm not really annoyed. Just a little while back, I wouldn't have been able to stand being caught by her this way.
そんなに悪いやつじゃないしな。何？いや、すぐに試験だってさ。無茶言うよな。ゴセック作曲のガボットでしょ？完璧に弾けってわけでなし。きちんと学べば大丈夫よ。そもそも曲名すら聞いたことないって話だぜ。バイオリンでは有名な曲だから耳にしたことがあると思うわ。
I don't even know what it is.
互いに互いのバイオリンの持ち方を確認し合いましたか？ それでは次は実際に音を出してみましょう。
Supposed to wings out and I just like grip on the bow. Feeling a little more optimistic than how I actually managed this time. I'm getting to doze off, probably worn out from all the new casts when the hands washing my legs come to a stop. Worried that something is wrong, I open my eyes.
あ、ごめんなさいね。つい考え事をしてしまって。
I can't exactly complain considering I was falling asleep while she was hard at work baiting me.
そういえば高崎が風呂の介助もしてやろうかとか言っていたな。
I rejected the idea of embarrassment at being seen naked by a classmate, but leaving it in the hands of a already busy Sister Basco as an issue in its own right.
あの
We both end up speaking at the same time, and I suddenly feel self-conscious. Before I can open up my mouth again, Sister Basco carries on, her brow with her brow forward. She prefaces her remarks by saying that she doesn't feel like she's tattling.
白羽さんから何か聞いていないかしら。
Oh, what? How would that happen? She asked me. I tell my head a vague phrasing. She continues with a little sigh.
白羽さんから高坂さんのことを聞かれたの。
No?
高坂のことですか。
ええ。八重垣さんは白羽さんと仲が良いでしょ。
I'm the one who encouraged you to find out the reason Kokosaka left the academy, so...
別に尋ねてもおかしくないでしょう。
え？
あれだけ仲が良かったんだ。急に辞めたら理由を知りたくなるのは当然だと思いますけどね。
Sister Basco murmurs in her agreement, her eyes downturn. I panic slightly, realizing I may have been colder than I intended.
あ、いや、バスキア教諭が悪いって話ではないです。ただ尋ねるのは当たり前だと。
そうね。でもなぜ今なのかしら。
Her words gave me a start. I wonder how she would react. Find out that I was the instigator. Perhaps my uncertainty shows. Sister Basco apologizes and resumes
こん
watching
な
me.
こと生徒に打ち明けるなんていけないわよね。八重垣さんとは一番お話ししやすいから。
I mean, sure, honey won't say anything to her.
そうなんですか。委員長とかの方が。
聞かなかったことにして。
She beams at me, and a painful clenching to my
なんだ
chest.
ってんだ。
Special. I let out a long, deep breath to expel heat from my chest. Shy think I'd be happy to be told something
こん
like
な
that.
ことを頼むのはおかしいかもしれないけれど。
I encourage her to go on, unable to resist
白
the
羽
honest
さん
look
の
in
こ
her
と
eyes.
少し気にかけておいてもらえないかしら。
I'm the one who encouraged her to look for the incident with Kosaka so that she could move on.
注意してみますよ。
Still, I will accept Sister Basco's request. It would be a good opportunity for me to check on her progress anyway. Mayuri Kosaka. Where the fuck have you been?
礼法というものは恥をかくのを防ぐために覚えるのではありません。相手に対して敬意を払えているかどうかなのです。
Shiramanus is the eldest of Lucky, who has messed up countless times until now.
このような堅苦しい作法などどうでもよいと考えているのかもしれません。
I don't know. Yeah, I read that one. I'm bad.
ですが礼儀をわきまえることによりあなた方ひいてはご家族の名誉を守ることになるのです。
Hearing the whole fall on the family that does little to sway me, but when it comes to the rest of my classmates, my bad. It seems to have struck a particular nerve with Ichigo, who had been making more mistakes than anyone else. She's sunk in on herself and listened.
ではもう一度初めから席に着くところから始めますよ。
Ichigo is clearly very nervous about being called upon again.
スケ舟の一つも出してやるかね。
Deciding that it wouldn't be for the worst thing in the world.
どうしました八重垣さん。
手順を見て大体覚えたと思うので、一度直にやってみて確かめたいのですが。
そうですね。では席に着くところから始めてください。
It seems that the novelty of offering and take part is helping one out. So she goes into her seat and smiles weakly, as though she's finished training for a marathon.
ありがとう八重垣ちゃん。こいつは貸しだからな。
Hahaha. It's also my side, out of views, is what's good. I guess it's always showing
座
affection.
るときは腰を深くかけ、食卓との間を握り拳一つ程度開けるのが適当だったか。
Removing my chair for I mentally rephrase the process. Rehearse, sorry. It's not just Ichigo who's struggling.
発音ですが、さしすせその死は SI ではなくスイと発音してください。
What the fuck?
はい。
Although her expression as a local have changed, as someone who spent a huge amount of time with her, I can just tell how worn out she is. Takasaki is one of the ones who announced that she's looking at benefit to her, won't give a quit with her forte. She's cycling it head on, besides being bad at it. That's why it's so draining.
苦手なものは苦手だって避ければいいのによ。
では先ほど教えました子音が2つ重なる即音便の例を高崎さん。
それは確か。
Takasaki hesitates, her gaze wandering, and the surroundings to shrink back. Of course, she's really doing it very nice and taut.
わかりません。
She just has it written all over her face.
珍しいわね。
What is? The president is so surprised.
そう言われるのは委員長で3度目だよ。
She tilts her head at me, continues eating her soy sauce favorite pasta. If I haven't, if I have, I hadn't had the heart to order my exhausted Amitiya partner to bring me lunch straight after a language class, so I've come along with her to the dining hall.
なんだか随分と疲れているみたいだけど、エリカの例え癖で言うなら、今の私はプルトニウムを積んでいないデロリアンだってこと。すっからかんってことだよ。
I interpret for her. This buttery soy sauce pasta is certainly delicious, but
物憂げな顔が真ん前にあると味もしなくなるな。第二外国語よね。私も正直あまり得意じゃないのよね。珍しいな。委員長が勉強関連も苦手だっていうの初めて聞いたぜ。語学ってセンスが問われる気がするのよね。英語はまだなんとかなるんだけど、私も。
we not the agreement, and I find myself wanting to ask how much better her English classes are actually going.
そうだわ。八重垣さん、語学が堪能みたいだし、私と高崎さんへ教えるっていうのはどうかしら。いいことを思いついた的に言われてもな。ま。
Continue watching Takasaki listens the bowl on a salad.
教えるのは構わない。こいつには弦楽器の授業で世話になっているからな。いいの？構わないよ。放課後、暇な時にでも相手してやるよ。そう。ありがとう。
My BT partner looks down and takes another forkful of salad. I'm a little bewildered by her reaction. It feels like having weird response so meekly.
いいなぁ。ねえ、八重垣さん、私も。委員長は白羽に教わればいいだろう。
Ah, you bitch. I bluntly turn her down. Speaking of Shirahane, Sister Basquiat was considerate of me. I've decided I should try and keep my eye on her. However,
この時間から外出か。
since you didn't have time to have cooking club today, Shanae returned to the dorms early. Although I club activities are finish up now, there's no time to be
これ
going
で
out.
トイレってだけなら笑えるだけだが。
And along the path to the woods that leads to school.
こりゃ、薬が効きすぎたのかね。
Not necessarily. So I watched it when it was see down the path. Ultimately, it seems to come behind powers of his perception too. He stops for a moment as I'm scanning his surroundings carefully. After a while, she finally gives up and moves on to the distance.
つけていくのは無理か。
On one side, she might brush off her imagining thing takes over, but I hope she ignore a second. Can't follow her, then I cut her in the front. I waited until the following day, around the same time that thought occurred to me. I hear a voice so faint I would have missed it if I had not been alert.
高崎の歌か。
Usually sings in the morning, but it seems to be that today's practicing now instead.
いい歌だが。
What are the things to focus on right now? He's up into the window of the room. Wait, which one?
今は相手をしてる暇はないな。
That's this one then?
高崎の歌か。いい歌だが。
Although I thought I cut around in front of her yesterday, she was already too far ahead. It would have been much fun to have been waiting over at the school, only for no one to turn up. Which is why now I'm waiting outside at the same time as the other day, to see if she comes out again.
どうしたの？こんな場所で。
I recognize that voice, of all people to be spotted by.
夕涼みだよ。外にいたら悪いか？別に構わないけど。
She's probably wondering if I was listening to her singing. Which between a mixture of embarrassment and anger.
そろそろ肌寒くなってきた。部屋に戻った方がいい。寒くないけど、エリカは戻らないの？私はもう少し夕涼みしていくよ。肌寒くなってきたのに？
She's so damn persistent. She tries to cheat and guess goes on awkwardly.
約束の第二外国語の勉強だけど、これから教えてもらうのはダメかしら。
I'm about to repeat the word promise in good display, but I stopped myself when I see the imploring look in her eyes.
悪いが、そいつは後にしてくれないか。ちょいと用事が詰まっていてね。昨日もそう言って後回しにしたでしょ。そうだったか。
The expression has changed to one of irritation, but out of the corner of my eye, I've just spotted what I was waiting for. Sure, I need to stop into the cold.
話は後だ。それじゃな。ちょっと話は終わってないわよ。エリカ。
I spin my wheels, making a fast getaway, leaving her voice far behind me. After hearing and lying in waiting for outside the school building, I watched Shahani approach, following her movements from a safe distance. From outside, I would watch her walk along one of the main corridors and head towards the teacher's lounge.
なるほどね。
I guess she probably hasn't received such a further experience with the best but the reason because I got dropped out of school, which is why she's resorting to force.
真面目なやつほど思い詰めると怖いって知っていたが。
Damn, she's gonna interrogate Sister Basquiat. Suddenly feel revenge. She must be going to the teacher's lab to search for the records leading to the Kosaka's departure. I feel intense burst of jealousy when I reflect on how much he wished to be driven to such foolishness. My mood darkens. I draw in a little breath and then let it out slowly as though expel my feelings with it. Once I've calmed down somewhat and affirmed that I'm back to my usual self, I decide to return to the dorms. So I return down to the same path and comes out towards the scarlet sky. The red, straight, but striated. What? I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. By towering columns of the cloud. They're so huge. The sight of them alone makes me feel dizzy. I can't get a handle of the scale and all. Still feeling wretched. My thoughts turn to my family, especially my older
八重垣
sister.
さん
I mean, that's why I don't feel any sense of surprise when I hear Shirahane's voice behind me. My gaze travels down the red clouds towards Shirahane's hands.
証拠を残すような真似はしないか
I would note that she's returning empty-handed.
こんなに遅くにどうしたの
Ah, we've been spying on ya.
ちょいと散歩だよお前もどうしたウサギのご機嫌伺いか学者に用があったのよ
I'm taken aback by her honesty. I shouldn't be though.
白羽が嘘をつくのなんて想像できない
I
もんな
mean, she's not exactly telling what she's doing at school. She gracefully tossed her head at me as I smiled to myself.
高崎もお前と同じくらいに分かりやすいとありがたいんだけどな高崎さん彼女と何かあったの第二外国語あいつ苦手だろだから教えてやる約束をしてたんだがあることで
I look up at Shirahane.
二度ほど保護にしたら睨みやがってさ試験だってまだ先だろうに別段急ぐこともないってのになそういうこと何がそういうことなんだよ
Shirahane smiled softly in the light of the setting sun.
高崎さんはね
Fuck.
すねる何に対してだ
高崎さんはね拗ねているのよ
すねる何に対してだ約束を破ったことにか
それもあるだろうけど勉強を教えてもらえないということが原因じゃないわ八重垣さんと一緒に過ごすことができなかったせいよ
そんな少女みたいな理由で
As I've said, I realized that we're still teenagers. However,
反抗期真っ盛りのガキじゃないんだぞ
きっと仲のいいお友達と遊ぶ約束をしていたのにその友
oh,
達は
well,
約束に重きを置いてくれていなかったということに拗ねているのよ
okay, I'm back with a. I just came back with a new cup of water now. Always hydrate yourself nowadays. It's winter. No, it's summer, guys. So you gotta drink a lot of water. Remember that.
きっと仲のいいお友達と遊ぶ約束をしていたのにその友達は約束に重きを置いてくれていなかったということに拗ねているのよ
Is that really how Takasaki sees it? I think of a hot tea, aloof gaze.
ちゃんと約束は守ってあげないとお友達でしょ
I walk on the wood, friends.
私の友人は本だけだよ
Despite my sharp retort, I gaze up at the scarlet drip clouds. I find myself just a little bit curious on how Takasaki sees me.
白羽さんと一緒にいたの？
Oh. Oh. Her tone is ice cold. She's sitting at her desk with a textbook open. She doesn't even glance at me when I come in. Her back made me turn, but I can tell she's irritated. I have to finish up my somewhat awkward conversation with Shirahane. I watched the sky darken from scarlet to deep purple before heading back to my room. Oh well, this is gonna be fun.
密会してするおしゃべりは随分と楽しいのでしょうね。
Oh! I want to check my bookworm buddy if this is even size. I want to check with my bookworm buddy if this even icier tone seriously means he's just stalking.
ちょいと図書室へ本を借りに行ってただけさ。お前は試験勉強中ってか？誰かさんが教えてくれないから一人でね。図書室に行ったにしては本借りてきてないじゃない。借りようとした本が貸し出し中だったのさ。なんだよ、そんなに教えてほしかったのか？
I glance at a notebook which is open on the table, just like she's been taking notes. Hold up.
「書き取りなら私が教える必要はなさそうだな。」
Pick out a notebook with a smile, but she snatches it back from me. Her face a mask.
発音を教えてほしいのよ。
She mutters this almost unintelligibly, her face downturned.
うん？
For a moment, I'm not quite sure what she said.
もういいわ。
She answers curtly.
面倒なやつだな、お前は。
Nah. Looking back on what Yohane said about her sulking, I go down and said the opposite of Takasaki.
わかった。腹を割って話そう。は？何を言ってるの？何か思うところがあるんだろ。話してみろよ。あのね。そうだ。話しづらいなら委員長から紅茶セットを借りてくるとしようか。ロシアンティーでも入れてやるよ。ちょっと。あとはそうだな。カントリーミュージックでもかけて。わかったわ。エリカは茶化してるのね。
I laugh before congratulating her finally having caught on. She goes at me halfway. Now I know it's just a look of exasperation that she's giving me.
相手にしているのがバカバカしくなるわね。
Her tone is sharp, I can spot a smile looking through her mask. This draws out my feline smiling turn.
それじゃあ私もバイオリンの試験勉強をしましょうかね。
Fetch my violin. Take up positions as Takasaki taught me.
ちょっと集中できないでしょ？ BGM 代わりだよ。耳に優しい音楽が流れていた方がお前もやりやすいだろ。環境のことを考えてくれるならベッドから床にこぼれ落ちている本を何とかして。神経質なやつだな。不潔で死んだやつはいないぞ。私がホコリアレルギーだったらどうするの？白羽の推理も外れることがあるんだな。
With a resigned sigh, I start to study out my books. What the fuck? That's interesting. I'm not sure if this is like any paranormal. Again, I'm sorry for like suddenly stopping, but I noticed on my abdomen there's a scratch apparently, like a long line of scratch across my abdomen, my torso to my abdomen. What the fuck? I've never seen this before. It could just be anything. I could have just probably. It could have been just me scratching my fucking chest and I just accidentally fucking cut deep with this thing. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways. I'm able to face this tea party with a weight on my mind. But as I said, we had a party after exams were over. But it had been pretty. But it had been pretty. You know, it had been easier to hear the implied. Provided they all go well. If we fail an exam, we're required to take supplementary lessons every Sunday, without exception, until we pass. No one would like attend a party without that cloud hanging over them. Which is why, depending on all things turning out okay.
なんとかバイオリンの試験パスできたみたいですね。まあな、正直課題曲のガボットを弾くのは相当苦労したぜ。ま、もどきだけどな。ガボット、聞いたことない曲ですね。ゴセック作曲のバイオリン曲なんだが、多分聞いたらあーってわかると思う。ですか。
I look over to my meteor partner, the one who taught me that in the first place.
つまらなそうにしてやがるな。
Technically sipping a tea by herself, with a little removed from everyone else. Even if she doesn't usually attend tea parties, it's still unusual for her to be this antisocial. Shut the fuck up!
おい、来やすいぞ。ようやく蓮舫の試験に合格した私をねぎらってよ。ずーっと繰り返しダメ出しされて泣きそうだったんだもん。ま、確かにあれは同情するがね。
My ears! God damn. I have this game on full volume too.
大昔のゲームソフトみたいだったものな。どういうことです？終わりがないってことさ。私もだいぶやり直しをさせられたからな。糖分が脳に行き渡る。合格祝いということで許しますよ。でも意外ですね。八重垣ちゃんはゲームとかやらない人だと思ってました。
Probably because of the way I've been talking about them before. I'm not sure if I call myself a gamer, but
ま、たしなむくらいはやったかな。姉が割と好きで、その兼ね合いでね。お姉さんがいたのですね。でも羨ましいですよ。何が？
release 4 and 6 fingers to the middle of a donut with the sauce plate before hooking it up with something with the tongue in the mouth.
私としてはゲームをやってみたかったんですけどね。おばあ様が許してくれなかったのですよ。へえ、お前の家いいところっぽいものな。そうそう、人を殺したりするゲームとか良くないって許してくれなかったよね。
The Kennedy eldest is the Sasaki twin. She's stuck with the
どうしたの？いや、同じことを姉も言われてたなと思ってさ。だけど、そっちの祖母と同じことを言った母に姉は、絶対にそんなことないわよって言ったんだ。でも、そんな一言じゃ聞いてくれなくない？ああ、だから続けて。私、男の子を攻略していくゲームをたくさんしたけど、一度も彼氏できたことないもの。って言ってさ。
Hold on. It's quite how she improved the personal relationship between the two. I chuckle as I was, not gonna beat all that.
なんだか楽しそうね。身内の恥ずかしい話を披露したところだよ。委員長は試験はなんとか合格したわ。アメティエの 高崎さんも第二外国語合格したようだしよかったわね。
あいつにも取り柄がある。見た目よりも頭がいい。
それって初めはダメだって思ってたってことじゃない。
She responds cynically. I guess I'm Amityville, but I'm sipping on an iced tea in stony silence.
一応羽を伸ばしに来たってことかね。
ああ、そうそう、羽を伸ばすで思い出したけど、スオさんがみんなへ提案があるそうなの。
President beckons to her, and Shirani gracefully gets to her feet.
以前コミカド先輩から秘密の泉の場所を教えてもらったことがあるの。今度の安息日にそこへ行くというのはどうかしら。
Oh, so that's where she's going.
水遊びですか。楽しそうですね。うん。ねえ、八重垣ちゃんも行くでしょ。
In reply to the decided twin, I say,
それじゃあ際どい水着を着てくるなら言ってやるよ。目の保養だ。
水着か。
red blush splashes across the cheeks, but then her expression clearly becomes trouble.
仲良くなるためには同じ釜で食べ、お風呂に入った裸の付き合いって言うし、際どい。やはりセパレートのものでないとダメですよね。
おい、冗談だぞ。
They both look at me simultaneously.
委員長のような本格派じゃないんだ。同性の水着なんか見ても仕方ないだろうが。
Oh, oh, ho, 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 ho.
いいじゃない。
I hear a cool voice behind me.
水遊び、私も参加したいわ。お前絶対こういうの好きなタイプじゃないだろうが。
私の何を知っているっていうの？
The president keeps everyone saying I'm in the same boat, so what is she thinking?
アミティが参加するのだもの。エリカも参加するわよ。ね
え。いや、泳げないし無駄じゃ。
雰囲気だけでも楽しめるでしょ。いつも文句を言わず解除してくれる私をねぎらいなさい。恩知らずにはなりたくないだったわよね。
All of my classmates take part in an excursion to the lake. Timing on overlaps with our summer vacation. We're granted just a few days to visit home. Because of the short time frame, those who live far from the cabin remain at the dorms. While the other half of the class have to return home. And the other half staying behind. So only a few splashing around the lake sounds like fun to have sneak out.
なんだか楽しくなさそうね。
お茶会での経緯を知ってるだろうが。
I come over to the president who's pushing my wheelchair.
こんなに暑い中、延々と森の中を行きたくないって話だよ。
だから私が推しているでしょ。
それでも暑いのは変わらないだろうが。お前は家に帰らなくてよかったのかよ。
私は家が遠いから戻ってもほとんど休めないし、それにみんなで水遊びって素敵じゃない？
そうかね。私は寮でゴロゴロしてたかったよ。とある漫画家音体も大物は寸暇を惜しんで寝るものだって言ってたしな。
The moment the press laughs, she changes something to the thing. I see that a second before the dragon like behind.
でもみんな参加してくれてよかったわ。
ま、女は縦じゃなくて横のつながりだからな。
I kinda stand outside all that myself. I suppose I've been scared, but being left out also.
お前らも参加してることは驚きだけどな。何が驚きなのですか？そうだよ、遊びに行くって言ったじゃん。
Then it's like his sister declares that she'll take over pushing my wheelchair, and the hands was from the president. That was going to masturbate. She jolts, she mouths, hoping the pebbles in our path. Personality shines through even this.
お前らは家に戻ると思っていたよ。初めはそのつもりだったけど、みんなと一緒の夏はあと2回しか巡らないと思うともったいない気がしたのですよ。
Aw, there's 2 more summers, huh? Looks like we are showing they are walking about 5 paces behind us. Finally, time trying to say something to my meteor partner who looks extremely guilty.
春頃には考えられない光景だよな。
Unlucky, no, not at all near imaginable. Sight of my introverted bookworm taking a lead and talking to someone. Sure, honey. She's been through a lot of pain, but perhaps that was necessary to help her grow as a person. Grow?
らしくない考えを巡らすところだったぜ。
I know so looks and turns back to Takasaki.
機嫌悪そうだな。
Call out to her loudly.
面倒なら戻ってバレエの自主練でもしてたらどうだ？楽しみにしていると言ったでしょ。
Even though she hasn't raised her voice, her tone is very sharp.
なんで家に戻らないかね。
I guess she has a reason, same as me. I look at her, her eyes are supposed to glare, sigh to myself. Where have I sure any secret pool? This looks more like a lake.
思ったよりもいいところじゃないか。
Greeny, luscious, and verdant, and though the summer sun is still beating down hard, the pool looks shallow and perfect for swimming. There's also a boat in mode, just to a little jetty.
もしかして秘密のデートスポットだったりしてな。
Mikado Senpai had built a secret natural pool. That's the reason he's kept to wipe away from the sweat. I mean, the fact that there's someone hooking up a boat and a little jetty, I think clearly it's not a secret. Despite the heat, it's not too humid. This area is somewhere with wood for everyone to escape the sun. Something to relax one.
着替えないの？
Someone then disses me from behind. I turn around. I suddenly let out a weird gobbled noise.
何？どうしたの？いや、まさか下着姿とは思わなかった。大胆だな、おい。八重垣ちゃんが野獣のような目で見てる。やはり八重垣ちゃんは選ばれし人間だったのですね。誰が委員長と同類だって。
I've got to sense really doing so that good show.
お前らを見ると落ち着くな。なぜか腹立たしさを感じる視線ですね。そんなに生温かい目で胸を見られたら嫌でも気づくって。
Do you have one? I don't see any.
もう着替え終わったの。早いわね。
Professor is approaching us. She, in fact, she's in the same process. Ah, fucking flatty.
気
Haha.
持ちのいい風が吹くわね。
When I see my Pokemon body slowing towards us with the president, I feel pain half nothing versus half. Hell
同じ
yeah!
年でこんなに違うもんかね。え？どうしたの？
Shirley bends over like she's talking to a child, giving me an eyeful, but she's more than too much. Both my sisters and both my sisters are very slender. It runs in the family. I know there's nothing I can do about it, but I can't stop at a black hole of jealousy from gaping open within me at that sight.
どうしたの、八重垣さん。何か心配事でもあるの？自分の将来に。女は14歳くらいで成長が止まるって言うけど、あれは上背だけだよな。何があったの？ずいぶん暗い顔をしているけど。何か将来に関わることで悩みがあるそうなの。
Oh no! Fuck! I was enjoying it. God damn it, I'm dumb. I'll skip. This will take like a few minutes, so just skip ahead if you guys want. I don't even know how I pressed that. I wasn't watching.
思っ
I always accidentally click the previous button because, well,
やはり八重垣ちゃんはなそうねえ八重垣さん
what do you want?
将来のことに思いを馳せるのは素晴らしいことだけど気にしすぎるのはダメよ何事も中庸がいいのよ同類のお前に言われたかないよ八重垣さんは着替えないの それじゃあ脱がせてくれよえ脱がせそうだお前の手で脱がしてくれってことだよ解除だできるだろ
I lift my arms up encouragingly. The cheeks flutters. Let's tell her she stumbles backwards.
どうしたほら早くそんなこと恥ずかしいわ解除だって何も恥ずかしがることなんてないなあ
I look at her supported and she plays my bed. I lower my arms.
冗談だって気が向いたら自分でするさ
I feel like Shidobi will come in at any minute now. No, never mind, she is. Oh. Shidobi. Shadows of the leaves sway across the ground. Big shadows and small shadows, deep shadows, soft shadows. So many different shadows, all moving individually. Faced with a sudden visual overload, I narrow my eyes. The sunlight filtering in the canopy, above paints, strange patterns on the ground. I stare down at my feet, wondering if this is what true art is. The way the swirl and the story makes me feel ill. I'll be happy just knowing which is the real deal, the natural or man-made. Why did I come here? Because I gaze at my surrounded by our classmates. Almost hit my water there. So I meet people who reminds so much of this girl, of that girl. I started calling her Rebecca because of that resemblance too. Just what is it about them that I find similar? The total opposite in terms of personality. It's not as though they look alike either. What are you talking about, Shidori? Gotta explain to us in more detail. The wind tosses my hair, and the branches of the trees are thrown in disarray. Shadows grow and shrink, my turns getting darker and lighter. The scene before me contours like it's closing in on me. I shut my eyes. For some reason I can hear my old ballet teacher's voice echoing in my head. My hands go limp. My notebook slips from my grasp. I pick up from where it drops at my feet, flip through it. Without it, I will be able to tell why I like it or don't like. All those times I fake illness, hoping my parents would pay me some attention. Even the ballet was an attempt to get them to turn and look at me. Who am I? The smell of the grass, the scent of the water, the swirling patterns underfoot, enclosed by the swaying shadows. I feel terribly light. Ignoring the hollow feeling in my chest, I turn the page until I come across the words I didn't write and stare at them in bewilderment. That was in Italian, our second language was scribbled on that page. Then the next page I find it written in a neat hand. Notes. No, sorry, written in a neat hand. Notes on areas that might come up with the test. The correct answers to questions that are easy to get wrong. They'll explain in clear and legible fashion.
Erika.
Nauseous from undulations of the leaves, I finally become aware of the feelings that could I put inside me. Feelings that quite unlike the childless emotions I direct towards my parents, or the dependence I felt for her, for the girl that idolized me unconditionally. I really dig the violin though. Like when they do the
たま
cut.
には怪獣映画もいい。童心を取り戻す。私はゴジラ対モスラが好き。わかってるな。姉はリバイバル版の方がいいって。だよな。
President then taps on the shoulder and leads into a shade.
なんだよ。乙女の語らいを邪魔する気か？
Yeah, you fucking bitch.
乙女のする会話じゃないでしょ？
Fuck off.
仲良した方が。
Huh?
そうね。私も賛成。仲良した方が。そうね。お話ししましょう。
The fuck do you want?
心を閉ざしたサナトリウムの少女じゃないんだぞ。そんなつもりはないわ。ただ最近八重垣さんとお話ししていないなって。試験勉強があったからな。ブレインとしては試験落とせないものな。脳がどうしたの？
Oh, you don't have any. That's what she's talking about.
怪獣映画だが、委員長が好きなやつは？怪獣？何？いや、すまない。無理を言うところだったよ。
The president tilts her head at me. Her breath's trembling. Her brain's trembling. Whoops.
なんだって。お
I feel a tap on my shoulder and let out a strange squeak when I see my BT partner who has at some point gotten changed. No, undress. She's standing there in her underwear.
水遊びしたいのよね。何を言って。
Hey, Chidori.
したいのでしょ？
She looks over me. The scent of peaches is overwhelming. She moves closer, though she's not considering enough to crouch down and talk to me like Shirahane does. Her cleavage, even more ample than my book would need.
近いんだよ、お前は。
Hell yeah. I shout, trying to cover my blushes. Makes me know her head. She completely moves behind me and motions for me to put my hands up.
ああ、西部劇ごっこか。お前、年いくつだと。同い年でしょ？
She forces my arms up, just as what she does when she says. With everyone else watching from the sidelines, my defenses are obliterated, and I mustn't do a little route. My clothes are forced off, and then I find myself scooped up in her arms, only to be plucked down by the water's edge. I'm angry, but I swallow it down. But I guess I see the wake Takasaki gazing to the distance beside me.
何か話したいことがあるんだろうが。
Perhaps overly favorable interpretation on my part, but I wonder if she's trying to apologize to me in her own clumsy way. The way she's knitting her brows together is very familiar, as is the way she's pursing her lips.
こいつに自分を見てるなんざ。水遊び、楽しんでいるかしら？かなり強引に誘われはしたが、まあ楽しんでいるよ。そう。
After this, we change across the line once more. That's weird, having my feet immersed in water like this. Could be a scene of a horror movie or a romance novel, but this is the first time I had my feet in a warm water outside a bath. It's actually uplifting.
これだけ水温が高いなら泳いでも気分良さそうだな。泳ぐ？言っただけだ。足がつかない場所で水に浸かるなんざゾッとしないぞ。
It's like it makes you stand up. I hold her back. She complains with me so immediately I can't help but smirk. If I were to go there to go naked right now, I wonder if she might not do it. She stood slowing down in circles of water, watching it glitters in the sunlight.
お前は
The light reflecting off the water plays against her face, and I find myself staring spellbound at her handsome features.
お前は黙っていた方が可愛いな。そう。
Usually she'd come back with something sarcastic or flare up at me, but this time she just continues staring into the water. Is this concerning? I feel like I should start a conversation and consider talking about the weather today, or fashion, or launching into a comedic anecdote.
そういえば少し前のことだけどな。小腹が減ったんで厨房へ食料を失敬しに行ったんだよ。
I settled on the anecdote.
いつもは調理人に分けてもらうんだが、その時は誰もいなかったんだ。だから冷蔵庫を開けて何か食べられるものはないか探したんだよ。
She does not respond, but appears to be listening.
で、冷蔵庫の中を漁ってたら、ステンレスのボウルにみじん切りした玉ねぎがラップされて置かれてあってさ。そのラップの上にメモが置かれてあったんだよ。もうお前を泣かせたりはしないってさ。冗談に気づいて大笑いしちまったよ。
I must have felt bad for the cook who prepares our dinners every night and cut up the onion for her. I could tell her about my outburst of laughter. I let her don't mind her discovering me how to Chinese clothing, but however.
反応なし。風が出てきたわね。そうだな。白羽の口下手が映っちまったか。
Okay, we will have the same.
何？いや、なんでもないさ。
I remember how at the end of the case of the spring revenues, I asked who the real culprit was. I said he would come up with a handshake with just one hand, so I had to hold my hand
どう
out.
にも遠く感じるな。
I muttered to myself, then copying Takasaki. I too cleared and knowing it was sparkly water. It's like a fail. Although I can hear what they're saying in the distance, but I can't read for the movement and expression on their face. I push my chair over the president, feeling a face, feeling a terrible look. Finding
英国王のスピーチのつもりか。
I'm tempted to put this out to my whoop, but he's obviously treating this like a terribly tension, but however.
高崎さん、少しいいかしら。
Can't tell her just drop it went out of goodness, out of her heart.
なんで人のためにあんなに一生懸命になれるのかね。白羽だよ。別にあいつと私の仲違いなんていつものことだろ。放っておいても時が解決する。
She mutters her agreement, but then affectionately watching to talking over by the bird, she continues.
きっと理由なんてものはないんだと思う。ただのおせっかいってことか。ええ、スオさんは自分を捨てて他人を心配できる人なの。私もそれで救われた。
Smiles broadly, and I can't say anything in response. Anything goes for me, however.
人と人との間に線を引く私には耳が痛い話だな。
Look over to the so at some point managed to walk closer to me, and Hanabishi is already trying to help me out. As I was sure Hane Takasaki who are now walking this way.
なんで得意げな顔なんだよ。白羽さんはいい人だわ。
This was like a personal question. I want to burst up laughing, but it's just words.
提案があるのだけど。言ってみろ。
She raises her hand like Lincoln, revealing a declaration of independence. Posted a point by the show.
ボート遊びがしたいわ。すればいいだろ。エリカも一緒によ。
The words are delivered sharply, as directly as a katana being drawn. All I can do is nod.
ボートなんて初めて乗ったわ。
That's such a that's not a pleasant noise whatsoever. I mean, I think this is the issue, casual revelation of truth. That's what put it
お
on
前、仕事で何回か経験があるから任せてって言っただろうが。嘘よ。初めて乗るなんて言ったらついてこないでしょ。
Yeah, no shit. I glared at the corner eye. Passes me a smile with it.
湖の真ん中で妙な笑顔を向けるな。怖いだろうが。大丈夫よ。突き落として見殺しになんかしないわ。
She doesn't usually make jokes, but this sends a little chill up my spine. I remember that Papa goes to a young couple whose child drums putting as a dividend child one day avoiding again. It turns to them and says, "Don't drop me this time." Even the best of times, I'm not good with huge monsters, but I can't see past. Of course, same goes with a deep, dark lake like this. He smiles and have satisfied unease.
この湖を深い緑色の湖面を見て思い出したことがあるの。スティーブン・キングの映画よ。クリープショーの殺人イカダだろ。こういうタイミングで思い出すんじゃねえよ。
Yeah. It seems like she's been watching the 80s pop culture like I told her to. In the short movie, there's a scene where someone's spotted sunbathing on the bath, like we are right now, and the COVID is still smiling.
行きたいって騒いでいた水遊びだ。堪能できたかい？
Change the subject.
ええ。泳ぎはしなかったけど、森林浴ができて満足しているわ。この暑いのに森林浴もないもんだ。泳ぎはしなかったって。映画を思い出して臆病風にでも吹かれたのかい？
He doesn't respond to my thought. Instead, glances down at chest.
自慢かよ。ああ、そうじゃないわ。泳いでないって言葉で思い出したのよ。胸、また大きくなってないかって。へえ、そいつは宣戦布告としてみなしていいってことだな。何を言っているの？バレエでは邪魔だから、これ以上はいらないって話よ。見栄えが悪くなるってやつか。胸が大きすぎると晒しを巻いたりするって聞くものな。ええ、まだそこまでではないけど気をつけているの。それと肌を焼かないようにね。もともと色黒だった場合も衣装で開いている胸元とか二の腕とかを化粧で白くしてごまかすとかも聞いたことがあるな。だがお前はま、水遊びよりこういう場所に来たならキャンプの方に触手が動くね。以前やった収穫祭みたいにバーベキューなんかもいい。キャンプ、私も一度くらいなら経験してみたいわ。お前はキャンパーというよりグランパーってな具合になりそうだな。
She asks me what glamping is, and I respond.
キャンパーもどきのことだよ。Wi-Fi を使って自然と親しむってやからのことさ。何しに来たんだおい。ってな具合でね。必ず軽口を言うのよね。ノート。あ？私のノート。 勝手に書いたでしょ。
The tone is a mix of discomfort, anger, and confusion. I'm not giving my evidence, I forgot my out of character actions.
勝手に私物に触っちまったの。すまない。いいのよ。怒っているわけじゃないの。
There's nothing I can say to that. I'm the one who told not to touch your books on my shelf when we first met. So I can get us up at the clouds for a moment and then her eyes bore into me. Her face flushed into the tips of the ears. She opens her mouth.
今まで意固地になっていてごめんなさい。それとありがとう。何よ。いや。
Usually this is when I start thinking over things like how sure I need to things always on the mug. Or how she must have been so totally a motive.
気にしてないさ。
She says because I thought my mind is even
よかった。今日ここへ来たのはそれだけ言いたかったの。
I'm envious of her ability to be so foresight. Is that something I'm capable of, or am I?
私も約束破っちまって悪かったな。え、今謝って。私が謝ったなんて誰にも言うなよ。
I got out the words, but for some reason she smiles happily at them. It's not a sight I see too often, and I find myself entranced by it.
歌が聞きたい。
I know that.
いいわ。
She does as I asked. No like comments, no cool retort.
ねえ、夢でまた会えますようにそっと願う。花膨らむつぼみ胸に抱い
Song
た
which I found so sad.
初めてのこと揺れる微熱。いい曲だな、千鳥。
I bet I had to mute myself there because I forgot I shouldn't speak over like something like that. Now shines brightly into the core of my being, like the rays of summer sun.
「グリム童話に惚れおばさんと呼ばれる一編がある。とある家に醜く怠け者の娘、そして美しく働き者のママ子がおり、親は実の娘を可愛がり、ママ子には辛く当たっていた。ある日ママ子は井戸で糸巻きを洗っていたが、うっかり落としてしまう。母に告げるも取ってくるように命じられ、途方に暮れてしまった。思い余ったママ子は井戸に身を投げ、そのまま気を失ってしまう。ふと気がつくと、ママ子は美しい草原に立ち、歩み行くと一軒の家にたどり着く。そこは惚れおばさんと呼ばれる者の家であった。初めて人として扱われ、幸せに奉公をする。しかし、家が恋しくなったママ子は、そのことを惚れおばさんに告げると、ママ子が落とした糸巻きを返し、奉公した褒美として黄金を身にまとわせ、ママ子を家へと戻させたのだ。大金持ちになったママ子に嫉妬し、実の娘に同じことをするよう、黄金を褒美として持ってこさせようとするも、もともと怠け者気質の娘が奉公できるわけもなく、罰として一生取れることのないコールタールまみれにされ、家に帰されてしまう。物語は分かりやすい偶話。 正直者はいつか報われるという帰結だ。しかし、この世の常として、正直者が報われるという保証はない。どれほど真っ当に生きていても、他人を気遣える優しさを持つ者でも、報われることのない望みというものは存在する。これから始まる物語は、正直者として生きた対価を得ようともがく、道家たちのお話。
Chapter 5, Valhalla. Well, that was actually one of the most longest monologues I've ever heard from fucking Ete. Or any, like, from Flowers in general. I gotta say that. So, this is actually a very quick chapter compared to the rest of the chapters, actually, now I think about it. I expected to go on for, like, the next 30 minutes or something else gonna be after that, but apparently it just ended the game immediately. I ended chapter immediately, so that came at me by surprise. So, for now, I'm gonna end the chapter here. No, not that one. Which one was it? Oh, this works. Anyways, to not waste any more time, I'm gonna end the stream here. So, if there's anything to say, by tomorrow I'll do both chapters, because chapter 6 will be the last chapter, so I'll try to do both chapters and finish Ete as soon as possible. And after that, we'll move on to autumn by the next week. So we're already coming so close to the release of what you call it? The release of autumn, HIVER. So, which is the last season. Can't wait for it. I shouldn't really mull over it right now because I'm not even in the 3rd season yet. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. This is Yuki, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.